Hello, 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 family. Hello. Come on in, come on in. I am Pastor Rob. I am Robert Stroger, sorry, pastor of New Life Changer Christian Center. And I want to thank you for joining this morning. And if you're watching it on a replay on this afternoon or evening, whenever you're watching it, thank you for joining. Um, you can join and make sure, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Doing some little stuff. Hold on. Stuff was popping up on me. You can join us on our Facebook page, which is New Life Changing Christian Center, and on our YouTube page, which is New Life Changing Christian Center Inc. Please join us over there on our YouTube page. Here's the YouTube page, real quick, that you can see. And please join us on our YouTube page. Please, we're trying to get these subscribers up. Please join us. And this, all you got to do is go on there real quick, right? And hit the subscribe button. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's not taking you on to pay for nothing, anything. Hit your family up, text them this page, screenshot if it's on your phone, and or whatever. Go on there, screenshot it, give it to them. Say, look, just subscribe real quick. That's all you got to do. Go on YouTube and subscribe so we can get our subscribers up. And also hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when new live broadcasts come up or anything comes up. All right. And also we are on Twitter and here some people say the tweet. We on the tweet, and it is New Life Changing One. Please join us on Twitter as well, New Life Changing One. All right, cool. Okay, we got that out the way. But good morning, family. Those are joining this morning. I want to thank you for joining us, New Life Changing Christian Center, our broadcast, our discussion time and teaching, which is so awesome. And I love this time. I love it because God has allowed us to come in front of you and come on this platform, which is so cool. And I think it's awesome the way God is moving, what he's doing and how he's doing it in this time that we are in. And it's so cool. It's so cool. That's the only word I can describe it because it's so awesome the way he moves and what he does. I'm gonna jump right in. I had something that was playing, God switching things up this morning. I was going to talk about, we was going to go reflect those that joined on Wednesday on a Wednesday night Bible study. And I was talking about visionaries and being innovative, right? And staying out of, not living in the past, moving forward. You know what I mean? And not living in the past, meaning not staying in the past, because a lot of us stay in the past and we can't move forward. We can't grow and move forward because we stay. I heard somebody say, I hear people say this, and it's clicking now, and it sounds so funny to me now when people say, "Oh, when back in my day, or back in the good old days." I'm like, okay, well, today is not good. Today is a bad day. You're living today. You're breathing today. You're standing in front of me today. We're talking. Why is that the good old days? Today is a bad old day. I never get that. I don't understand it. Maybe you guys, maybe I'm going too far into it. I don't know, but I don't get it because every day that God is wakes us up is a good day. It's an excellent day, right? So, and when I say move forward, when I'm saying that, staying out of the past, meaning move forward, because some of us stay in the past, right? Some of us, even I see it in the older generation knocks the younger generation. You know what I mean? Like they put them down, and it's a cycle. It's been like that. You know what I mean? In my time, the music you listen to is trash. You did it. Well, when you were younger, your parents said it was trash as well. So does it make it better because you got older? You were talking the music you were listening to back then. They were provocative. They were nasty, vulgar, the whole nine. They were talking about sex, drugs, everything in the music back then. But the tone was slower, and they may have not been so explicit. But if you listen to it, it was very explicit. But today they're wide open with it, and it's wide, it's more open. So it's the same thing, right? There's nothing new under the sun. And that's why I always say, let's stay out of it. Let's stop living in the past. Let's move forward. Right. And I was going to go further into it, but God has shown me something this morning. And this is a question. I don't have like scripture this morning. Just a discussion. If you guys that are online can chime in, and I got a question. Because God was showing me this, and it may not be for everybody. It may be one or two that understand what I'm saying and may feel this way. In the time that we're in, right? Today's time, in today's time, right now. How many? And it doesn't. And God was showing me this, and it's not. I said, God, is this my age? Because they say 50, you get a brain and this and that. I think it's been evolving, since I was younger. You see things differently, which is true. I see it, but I always felt this way when I was younger. And I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and it's probably, like I said, it's only going to pertain to probably one or two, because I don't know if there's a few of us, because I may sound crazy to others. How many are bored? How many are bored? Bored with life, bored with things that you do on a daily basis, bored with your job. You may be bored in a relationship. You may be bored with your friendship. You may be just bored with things. I know people don't like to use the term bored, but it came to me this morning. Or let me say tired. I'm just tired. I'm tired of all this. I'm tired of all what's going on in the world. I'm tired of what's going on daily. I go out and I try to have fun, but I'm tired of all this, the back and forth, maybe with friends or things I want. Things that I want, it's not working out like I wanted to. I'm just tired. How many of you feel that way? And you have done things, right? You have tried to explore things, but it didn't work, so you just shut it down. You tried to do this, and you like, I don't feel like it. Not saying you want to take your life or anything like that, and that is apparent today, and it's very serious. But I'm not going down that road. What I'm talking about, I'm just tired right now. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. This is I'm being what's the word? I can't. What's the word? It's just so much going on. It's draining. It's draining me. How many can say that? God was showing me that this morning, and I was like, God, is that the age that I am in life? I said, and then I thought back, I was in the shower and I reflecting back, I said, I always was feeling like that. I always felt like, okay, I did this, right? Say I'm doing something. Say I'm at a job, for instance. I'm doing this, I've done it, I got it. I don't want to do this no more. I'm gonna move on to the next. I did this, was in a relationship. Okay, we did our thing. It was fun while it lasted. I want to move on to the next. And like older people may say, well, you need to settle yourself and settle your mind. So I'm settled. I'm comfortable in my skin. I'm very settled in who I am. I'm comfortable in who I am. Well, your mind is all over the place. No, it's not. I'm gonna jump right into it. You know what God was showing me? It's so amazing and so powerful. He was showing me that group, and you guys are my leaders. He's showing me you are my leaders. You are that's why I said it may be a couple. I'm not saying everybody's not a leader, but you are the ones. It's how can I say it? I don't want to say people are not, because you lead your family, you get your group together. But I set you apart as a true leader. I'm talking, there may be a few that I'm talking to. I may not be talking to everybody, because some may settle and some may can instruct. Let me say that. Some can teach real well. I can instruct you. But are you a true leader? Are you, because the leader has to stand alone, right? A leader don't know half the time where they lead or where they're going. Let me pull back a little bit. Let me go back. So God was showing me, right? He was showing me that's the leader, because I don't never want you to settle, because I'm working on you and I want you to continue to do what I have called you to do. Reason why you get bored, why you get bored in life and things that's going on, because God has planted something that's further and beyond what you see on a daily basis, that the group does, that the normal everyday life does. I have planted something in you that's greater than. That's why you can't settle in the everyday mundane life, because it's more that I have planted in you, and I need you to act out on it and move on it. You cannot settle just like everybody else. You set apart. You are set apart from that group. You won't ever be able to blend into that group. And I may be talking to the younger generation. I don't know, a younger. You can't settle in that group with everybody else. This group is here, right? And you're over here standing alone. But you don't have a problem standing alone. You don't have an issue standing by yourself. You understand? If that group goes here, you don't have no problem to go left. Always, when I was younger, my friends used to say, Rob, every time we do so, you always got to go left. You always got to be different. I'm not doing it purposely. And I never understood it, right? I never got it. And now I'm seeing it more and more. I'm saying, God, it's time for us, the ones that you have called, and you have planted something special in us. And I'm not excluding anybody else. I'm not saying you don't have it. No. Listen to what I'm saying, and listen to what I'm saying, please. Don't paraphrase what I say and take that and sub that and all that. Listen, I'm not saying that. But there's a group that's set apart from others. And we know who we are. We struggled in life. We get bored and we try to figure out why I'm bored. Why I hear it, but I don't want to hear what you're saying. I can't get into the group conversation. I'd rather stand alone by myself than go over there with that. I can go travel by myself, and I'm cool with that. I can go eat by myself. We stand alone, and there's a reason why. Because I have planted something in you that's far greater and far beyond than what this one is doing. And you, as the true leader, I need you to lead. I need you to be the example. I need you to be the leader, because they will follow you. You're not weird. You're not crazy. No, it's a special group that God has placed. And this may be difficult. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm putting nobody down. Listen to what I'm saying. This is what God is saying, right? He's saying it's time for us to come out of that which we've been sitting in the back, not saying anything, and open our mouths and speak his truth. We must do what he has called us to do. That's why you can't fit in. That's why the businesses come up and then they fall down. That's why, oh man, things come up and you get bored and you be like, I'm tired of this. I'm going to do something different. Because we haven't tuned in to what he wants us to do. And let me say this. We are a group that we don't like BS. We don't like lies. We don't like phoniness. We like authenticity. I don't put on a face to go outside. Meaning I don't change who I am to walk outside and to talk to an individual. May it be they in a sweatsuit, their clothes are ragged, or to the ones in the $7,000 suit, custom suit, or the ones in the high profile. I will never change who I am or my demeanor or my person who I am, meaning I don't put on another mask. I am who I am. And we settled in that. We don't like BS. We don't like fakeness. We want to live in truth. And God is showing me this so powerful this morning. I know every time I wake up and I get this uncomfortable feeling, I know God is just speaking. I get uncomfortable and I never settle in it. It stirs up my stomach and it boils me up, because I know God is speaking. God is dropping, getting ready to download stuff in. And I'm just being willing, very uncomfortable, very shaky, not wanting to come in front of you at all or even talk. But God is down, putting it in, saying that group, it's time for us to stand up. It's time for us to speak and move. Even as Moses led, he just was obedient to what God said. He had no idea where he was going. He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know which way to go. Just trust me. Just trust. I got you. I'm just going to do what God say do. And that's what, I don't know. It's going to be something different. We're going to go into a new terrain. It's going to be a new environment, but we're going to be good. You're going to be good. You're going to adapt to it. Oh, we're gonna figure out a way to get through it. How many feel like that? It don't matter where I go, I'm gonna adapt to it. I don't matter the terrain, we're gonna get over it. Because I don't like to settle and be in the mold, like I'm just settled here and I'm comfortable here, I'm gonna stay here. No, I'm going to something new. I have no idea what's going to happen. But I know I trust in my God that it's going to happen. Whatever he has me, okay, it happened. Whatever happens, happens. We're gonna move, but I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna go through this experience. I'm gonna do what God has called me to do. We set apart. I don't like the mundane every day. Some people I used to work with, they eat the same thing every day. I'm like, how do you eat the same thing every day? One guy ate a cup of soup every single day. The other person ate a tuna fish sandwich every single day. Now their weight didn't fluctuate. That was a plus because they stayed at an even kill because they ate the same exact thing, same calories, same thing. So they never gained weight and their weight stayed the same. I said, how boring is that? I need some variety. I need something new. And God has always planted it in me. And I did not understand it until later here in life, until I got to this age 50. Now I get it. Why I could never settle. Why I can't sit with certain conversations. Because you see it 10 miles down the street while they're still right here. And there's a lot of brothers like that. There's a lot of men like that. It's a lot of ladies like that. That you're down the street. You can't get with the small little group that, get it with the clique. I got to stand outside there. As ladies can't get with the girlfriend clique, they can stand outside there and look at it. And you see things 10 miles down the street, and I didn't get it. God has set us apart. And the time now, and the reason why I believe is coming out now, because it's time for us to move in this. Because the world is moving. The world is moving. It's doing its thing. It's moving at a rapid pace, and we're still stuck. It's time for us to open our mouths, even though we may sound crazy to others. We may sound off to others. I don't care. I'm going to do what God say do. I may sound crazy this morning. I don't care. I'm going to do what God say do. It may not make sense to everybody. And it's not because... and it's not a put down. It won't, because God's word, man can't even decipher most of the time and can't understand. But those who are hearing, who have ears, they can hear and hear what is being said, because this is the time that we're in now. It's time to move forward and stop being stuck in old tradition, in old ways, and being settled and stifling, division, stifling the talent, everything that God has given. And it's coming out, and I don't know if you guys see it, it's coming out in younger, is the younger groups, the younger generation, the millennials further. I don't know all the different generation names, but you know what I'm saying. The millennials, all them, they're coming out, and they know they don't fit in that bubble or fit in that group that the world has planted or said you're gonna sit in this. That's you. You learn like this, so that's you. You A. You do this, so you B. So you C. No, I ain't none of that. I stand alone because I'm a leader. Oh man. I stand alone because I see it totally different than what you see. I don't go with the norm. I can't go with the norm with the everyday talk. Nah, that's not me, because God has set me apart and planted something in me that you have no idea what it is. You can't fathom it. You can't even discuss. You can't put it on a paper because you have no idea the power that He has placed in me. That's that group. I'm talking to that group this morning. I'm talking to them individuals this morning because it's time for y'all to stand up, and it's time for us to move forward in His word. You see things. You see things that is, you done it this way. Okay, we did this time. Okay, let's change it immediately. Okay, we did this. Okay, well, let's add to it and make it better. Yeah, okay, I see that, but now you can do it this way. And there's some that say, no, well, how do you do it? When you start questioning, we ain't got time. We got to keep moving because you're trying to figure out and decide and put it in your list and trying to make it palatable. This group right here could move on it. And as I just like say you get some material, right? And you have a job to do, but the material's all over the place. But you say, well, we got to get it in order before we boom. Don't stop with the literal. I hear literal people talking. Stop with your literal, move literal. That's why I said I'm not talking to everybody. There's a lot of literal people. You got a bunch of stuff. And when you get to the place where you have to do the work, all right, let's just do it. Grab it and do it and keep moving. Grab it. Let's keep it moving. Okay, well, you got to do it. I can't work like, okay, well, get it in or do what you do. Because I'm not knocking. I'm like I said, I'm not knocking individual, and we need the literal people to keep us and keep certain things in order doing business and things like that. Because we fly off and want to do a million different things. Okay, keep that in order. That's fine. But we got to keep moving forward. Don't let that slow you down and stop the process. You understand? Because the one that's leading, their minds is flying 100 miles an hour. They moving forward past you and seeing things that you don't even see. So don't slow the whole process down for it to make sense to you, because it's never going to make sense to the individual that can't see what that leader is doing. And it may sound crazy and off to the leader. I mean, to the group. Let me say to the group, but that leader, watch him. Just trust in the process. Y'all get what I'm saying? I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. It didn't go so far out. Because some, like I said, the literal, it's kind of hard to move in that, but it's freeing in it, because you know who you're listening to. Those who are followed by God. I mean, following God and being obedient to God. It ain't gonna sound right to human ears. It's not gonna sound right. It's not gonna sound clear to human ears. It's not going to. No, it's not. But God's chosen know exactly. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm bored. I get bored real fast. I can do one thing, don't never have to do it again, because I get bored with it. Now I want to move on to the next. I did it, done. It's off. Okay, let's move to the next. Yeah, I can. Okay, I see you, guys. Okay, I see it. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. And when you have it, it's so powerful, because you can never settle. You won't settle. It's always, that's why I always speak of uncomfortability. Never get comfortable. I never feel comfortable, because God is constantly working. I never feel settled. Like me and Robin, my wife, talking about places to move. And every time we go somewhere, it moves. I'm like, oh, it's cool, but I listen to, I can't sit, because something is saying, go over here. I'm gonna take you somewhere. Didn't God, Moses, well, God, let me say God, show Moses ways and gave him the GPS and the map and the directions to move the Israelites from place to place, from here to here, and this set up camp. We're not gonna be here long. Let's keep moving. Let's just do this. Let's keep moving like the nomads. You just move, and you can adapt, and you adapt to wherever you are, because you so what's the word? You're multifaceted, right? Is it multifaceted? Did I use that right? I think it is. You ambidextrous. You can move, you can adapt and move to anywhere. So I can't never settle. I can't settle. But some may say, you see, your mind is your mind, you all over the place. God ain't settled. Yes, he does. Because you know why? Because I'm settled in knowing who I am. I'm stamped and rooted in him. He is rooted in me. I am in him. I mean, it's like I know exactly who I am. So you can't say I'm all over the place. No, I'm not all over the place, because I'm rooted in the truth, and I'm rooted in who he is, the magnanimous God that I serve, that is my daddy. Because the kingdom can't settle. It's kingdom, you're constantly moving in the kingdom. There's work to be done in the kingdom in order for it to continue to grow. You can't just boom, sit, bam. That means it doesn't grow. You understand what I'm saying? I'm rooted. I know exactly who I am. I'm not scatterbrained. I'm not all over the place. I'm not losing direction or just willy-nilly with it, because that's what some people may say. Oh, that's why, because you willy-nilly and you need to settle your mind. You need to open yours. You need to open yours, because you're stuck in the corner and afraid because the fear has settled and engulfed you that you can't move. You're not settled. You're not comfortable. You hate the position that you're in, but you're scared to move out of that position. You're scared to take a foot forward out of that position. Not that you're settled and comfortable. You're not comfortable because you're upset, because you constantly thinking of other things to do and move. How can I get out of this? But I can't. How can I do this? I can't. I'm stuck in this marriage. I hate my wife, but I'm going to slide over here and do this sneakingly, underhanded, because you're not free in yourself. See, I'm free in myself and I'm planted in myself. And I'm talking to my brothers and sisters right now. Others may not get it. That I'm comfortable. I don't have to sneak and slide, because it's the truth here, and I'm comfortable in this. I'm settled. But as leader, constantly got to move. You constantly got to move forward. That's what I was, and and it goes back, and God is so amazing. It goes back to what I was saying Wednesday. I'm not saying, because we read history, we study history to learn things and move forward, and to be more innovative and to build off history. We need to build off that. We need to build off history. Even things that were bad, grow from that and move forward from that. Stop staying in the past. Let's not stay in the past. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. You must grow and continuously move. That's what God has planted us, to move forward and continuously growing his kingdom. Stop being stagnant and being dry. Every day I wake up and I see something new. Every day I want to, and even at work, I try to implement something. Others don't catch it, and then a month later it hit. Then everybody's sitting there stuck. Like, oh, yeah. Well, I said that a month ago. Remember? Because I knew that was coming down the line, but you ain't want to hear me. Okay, I'm just a lowly man. I'm the low man on the totem pole. Okay, that's fine. You don't want to hear me. But I'm saying we got to do this. Let's get ahead of this, because this is going to come down the line and what's going to happen. So then we can move forward, and then you won't have to be in the uproar when this comes down the pipe. Now everybody works up and get in the uproar and get panicky. See what I'm saying? But nobody wants to, because you sound crazy. And that's what you're going to sound to the world. But God has set us apart, and it's a reason. It's a reason you can't settle. It's a reason you can't get comfortable. It's a reason why things get all. I can't sit on this. I'm bored. Why am I bored? Well, find something to do. That doesn't make any sense. I can find. Listen, you don't understand what I'm saying when I say I'm bored. Like, you know what I mean? Your parents will say, "Well, find something to do." Find something to do. What do you mean find something to do? What are you talking about? Stop talking. You're not understanding the true leadership. But what we're going to move on? What is it? You bored? Okay, what you want to do? What do you see? What do you want to expound on? Where you want to grow at? Wait, what is you see a business? You see a venture that needs to be done? What you see? I don't know. I need to put it in this. Okay, let's settle. We're gonna settle. And that's a teaching. I'm just giving an example of teaching, because you've been around and have children in that manner. That, okay, let's see what we can do. Let's do this. Let's do this and see where this goes. Okay, let's do that. All right, now you got all the rotators and the sprockets are moving. Okay, let's move on this. Let's not shut them down, push them to the corner. Go find something to do. No, that's pushing the children, as we see today outside. They will find something to do and get into it, and it may not be what you think it, or what, as the parent, become. It could be something illegal, could be something extra. They could be doing this and that, because you told them to go find something to do. No, listen to that, and let's start something. Let's start this little business. Let's work on this project. Let's start this. Let's see where this takes us. All right. Oh, that's interesting. Because you know your children, which you should know, what they like. I'm sorry. This was a side note. This is a side note that I'm talking about because things are popping up. Let's not push them to the side when they say they bored. It's in them that it need to be triggered, it need to be turned so they can move forward in it. Because God has planted something that is so magnificent that man can't understand. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I hope y'all got what I was saying. Those out there that's hearing and can hear, because God is moving, and it's time for us to stand up and do His work. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody is needed. The literal, those that gotta process, calculate, but if you process and sit too long, it's gonna move in front of you. It's gonna move away from you. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, we need the literal. They got to put it, they got to do the paperwork in a business. They got to bam, 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 bam. We need that. That's a necessity. But the ones that's trying to judge it, trying to figure it out, trying to make it palatable, or they not, yeah, sometimes that may not work for certain. I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying. Okay. But when it's time to move, I know in the Israelites there were ones questioning. Yeah, why are we doing this? Why you bring us out here and we was good back here? You leaving us out here to rot? Meanwhile, Moses got to sit over here by himself and question, like, and I'm quite sure he said, what the hell? What's going on? I know you speaking to me and I hear you and you putting us in position, but I have no idea what's going on. And he had to sit. He had to sit by himself. And there was others around, but he had to sit by himself. You got to sit by yourself talking to God. Joe, I don't know what's happening here. People wilding. Okay, God, I'm just gonna do what you say do. All right, let's move. Okay. I sat in myself for a minute. I got it. I was a little disturbed. All right, let's get up. Let's keep it moving. All right, I got it I didn't get down, but I was like, what's going on here? This is a lot. All right. Well, shoot, let's keep it moving. We gotta keep it going. I know there's a lot going on. It may seem chaotic to some, it may seem all, but no, let's keep it going. Let's move. Let's not be stagnant. Let's not get disrupted by that small. I'm focused on God and what He is saying, and I'm obeying Him, and we're gonna move forward. Let's move forward. Amen. Oh, like I said, y'all got something. I already said that, but it's so much. It's so much. Let's move forward in Him. And those, like I said, who you are feeling that, it's time for you to sit down. We got to sit down. Now it's time to sit down and listen to God. Stop doing, we're going to flip it. Stop doing what the world has said do. Stop listening to the your best friend, girlfriend. This one, they don't have no idea what is going on inside of you. You try to express it, they don't understand it. You try to give it to them, they won't understand it. They won't get it. They will never get it. It's time to listen to God because He's planted something unique inside of you, and it's time to listen to Him and move forward. Stop going in the past. It's already done. It's over with. Because I get annoyed with the past. That's why I always say so. I get annoyed with we got to talk about the past. Okay, that's done though. I got it. It's moving forward. I did things in the past, bumblehead stuff, just dumb. Okay, yeah, I did it. We're not gonna reflect on that. You remember when okay, yeah, I did it. All right, I moved forward. I know. Come on, let's go. Let's go forward. I don't hear it no more. I don't want to. You remember. Okay, yeah, I remember. But we in today's time. It's time for us to make history. It's time for us to make history right now. Because they made history. It was history. That was history. That's in history. Okay, let's make history today. Let's move forward. We're in the Black History Month. We talk about Black leaders or Black inventors, accomplishments, which is amazing and awesome, which should be talked about all the time, should be in everyday studies, not just for the shortest month of the year. It should be everyday studies. Let's move forward and let's make history now, right? Because we make history at work, right? Because they'll say when you brought into something, you did something, and you say you got a write up for something, and you like, what do I get a write up for? And I'll say, well, you have a history of this. So you're making history every day. You wake up doing whatever you do. It's history because you go to work. They got a history. You have a history of doing this. When kids at school, I done been to school so many times. Well, your son or your daughter, they have a history of blah, 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 blah. Right? Okay, we're going to change that history. Let's change the history now. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, I hope y'all getting what I'm saying. Let's move forward. It's time to move forward. Okay, it's done. That is done and over with. Okay, that's man's planting that on me, because you know why you talking about that? Because you have no idea who you talking to. You have no idea what that child is, but you want to put them in a category and put them in a little box and saying, well, they have a history of it. Wonder why? Because they're bored in this class, because you don't understand the mind that's sitting in front of you. That's greater than the great. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop talking. Join us throughout the week, which is so awesome. Join us on Sunday here at 11 a.m., on Tuesday at 7 a.m. with Awake Your Faith, Wednesday 8:15 p.m., Thursday, and that's on that's our Bible study with me and my wife. Thursday is the men's discussion. We talk about any and everything. And Saturday, 9 a.m., Saturation Saturday, and that's Elder Tyler and Elder Kathy. And on Tuesday, it's Elder Donna. She's 7 a.m. So please join us in our monthly activities that we do with different ministries. Please join us with our outreach. And we do this monthly. We go out throughout Maryland, DC, and we give items, whatever is food, everything, food, clothing, assist with housing. This Christmas, we gave so many Christmas gifts and things away. So awesome. And if you like to donate, the information is right there on the screen. It's also at our webpage at newlifechangingcc.org. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, I think we're about to close out. 37 minutes, we good. Can I drop another note? Can I drop it? This is just dropped in me. Focus on God and stop focusing on the world. Focus on God and stop focusing on the world. Can I say that? Focus on God and stop focusing on the world. There was I think it was an award show that came on, and they were doing a lot of stuff on there. You know how us, not us, I'm not in that group. The Christian people, that's the devil worship, they murdered, oh my God, they doing that over there in that corner, but that has nothing to do with you or no effect. Now what are you going to do about it? We worry about the wrong things. What are you going to do about it? If that bothers you so much, are you going to start opening your mouth and continue to speak God's word, or you're gonna lose focus and stay stuck over there? We so worried about I see what he's doing. So that means I got to continue to push forward. It's nonstop. That's why it says nonstop. The enemy is doing what he's doing. They're doing what they're doing. It's time for us to push forward and continue to push. And it's nonstop. It doesn't stop. We think it's supposed to slow down, and no, it doesn't stop. They don't stop. Why we stop? There was a old boy said, "Can't stop, won't stop." Right. Another artist said, "I don't sleep." Right. Continue to push on. I ain't sleeping. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep pushing forward. You focus on the wrong thing. Everybody get caught up in, oh my God, the devil. They did the Last Supper at the table. I was like, okay, that was an artist rendition. You don't even know what the supper looked like at the table. Okay, they sitting in a long table. That was an artist rendition of it, and they did it. I don't care what they do. They can stand on their heads or whatever. That ain't my God. They not representing my God. Come on. Oh shoot, stop. We focus on the wrong thing. Now you see what he slides you off. Stay focused on him. Stay focused on him. It's like the little cat. You know the cat with the string and the bouncy thing? You could be right here. As soon as you bounce that thing, you go, and the cat chase it. That's with humans as well. As soon as something bounces across, you go over it and run and chase it. But the main focus is here. You run over there and chase it. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. That's it. But please focus on him and stop focusing on the nonsense, because that gets you off. And that's what the adversary does. It's time for us to lead and speak truth. Okay, and do what God say do. It's noise in the corner. It's been noise for decades, centuries, eons. Stop being focused on that. It's there. The enemy the adversary is flowing around, but it's not here for me to point and stay focused on it. If I see a rattlesnake in the corner, I ain't gonna go over there and look at it and stare at it. No, either I'm gonna do something to kill it, or I'm gonna get up out of the area. You understand what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. All right, that was just a side note. I'm gonna stop talking. I said that 5 times. Love you guys. Enjoy your day. And if you're saying this on what today's Sunday, what's today's day? The 12th. Is it the 12th? Yeah, it's the Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah, watch the Super Bowl every month. Yeah. All right. I love you guys. Until next Sunday, y'all have a blessed week and you keep moving forward. It's nonstop. You don't stop. What you stopping for? What you stopping? I don't feel 50. I feel 20. I feel like the kid. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I got so much. All right, I love y'all. Y'all be blessed.